I mentioned, I don't think they can hear us. They should, so to speak, mute us, which means that now we can safely talk about the tactics of how we think this game is going to go. Yeah. Good evening, Nikolai. Very nice to hear you and have you here. It's going to be interesting to see if my viewer count actually works, because right now, wow, it just surged to 11. I guess it's working. I was told that Henning has a much nicer stream than I do, because you can see the viewer count at his stream, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to have one of those. So now I have a viewer count. All the things, the wonderful things. Yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is have music, like, playing underneath, so that if we don't say anything, there'll be nice music playing. No, I don't think so. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, precisely. So that there's always playing music. I've actually looked into it, and there's, like, even on Spotify. Oh, there's no sound on Nils. Okay. Yeah, because I can hear you, but apparently, if I go to this and this, oh, it didn't help. That. Yeah, so it's not you, Nils. That's the problem. It's me in my program. So, apparently, sometimes the sound disappears, and it's still not there. Say something.
Er der lyd igen?
Ja, så er det lyd igen.
Okay.
Ja.
Super.
Yeah, I have great expectations also for Nils. Nils is known throughout the vintage community as one of the best, or at least in my opinion, one of the best workshop players around. And he's been playing around the world. Also went to America to play. Been in Italy and everything. So it's very nice to have him here, helping me. And Nils has been on my team since the beginning of our team, more or less. So we made Team Tron many years ago, and it's been you and me and Henrik. So, and now soon we'll have Martin also. So that's going to be good.
Yes.
So yeah.
We're waiting to get him on the first foreign trip.
Yeah. Because
fully
a full member, yeah. So
I think we talked about making the team on the trip to what's it called, NSC.
Oh yeah.
That's quite a few years ago.
Yeah, when we played the Bazaar of Moxon in Annecy. So that's some years ago now. And let's see, 12 years. Yeah, it is working, the viewer count. So that's nice.
All right.
Yeah. Although I'm not sure why I should have it, but they said, very important you have this, Simon. It has to be there. So I was like, okay, gonna do it.
So, Simon, do you have any predictions, or what kind of expectations do you have to this match?
I'll say that the Lauterdeck is very good. So I think one of the reasons why I actually asked Alban Lauter to actually come on my Simon Says was because I think the deck is so good, and yeah, it was nice having his words on it and his thoughts about it. And now seeing Jonas playing it and going to the top 16 in the Danish tournament is awesome.
Yeah. Is it his first top 16?
I actually don't know, to be honest.
We can ask him after.
Yeah. That'll be one of the first questions we'll ask.
Yeah.
first top 16.
We should be better prepared, like the football commentators. They have the whole history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, I don't know if Jonas is playing on a team, like the Team Tron players, but I forgot to ask him.
Okay, so the match is starting here. Storm is beginning with ramping. It's very good for the deck to get a lot of mana out fast.
Yeah.
And now he has all colors with the Flower Stones. So we can go if he has his black cards as well.
Yeah, and it's a good question. What do you want to do so early on in the game?
So here is actually an interesting thing I have been thinking a lot about, is how you tap your mana. Which considerations do you make? Because Storm tapped his Silverstone here, which can make all mana.
Yeah.
Means if he has Swords to Plowshares, it would be good to keep it up. Another aspect would be, is he afraid it could get disenchanted? It's early in the turn, so I don't think that Jonas can do a lot of stuff. But it's some considerations to have.
Yeah.
Okay, now he has 4 mana, so interesting to see if he will play a 4-drop or he will, likely holding a counterspell up.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Lauterdeck plays the 4 Swords to Plowshares and 4 Disenchants, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So, yeah, so it shouldn't be any problems. But he didn't draw very well, Jonas, apparently, because he missed the land drop.
Missed, yeah.
Would you then, having seen that he missed his land drop, would you then Chaos Orb the land that he has before taking your own turn? Knowing that you maybe have a counterspell online yourself?
I'm not sure, because if he makes if Jonas don't drop any cards, he will eventually go to discard phase, and if Storm keeps dropping lands or Moxen, he will have the board control and the card advantage.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's fine to wait. Obviously, I don't know his hand,
Yeah.
but I don't mind waiting.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think I would just try to destroy it and hopefully counter the disenchant and destroy his mana base.
Yeah, I mean both choices can be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so now he actually did what I said. Or what?
Okay, I'm back again.
Yeah, he was going to discard the Swords to Plowshares. But instead, he said, I'm gonna Chaos Orb your land. And then he disenchanted, right? And now Storm is thinking. And there he has the counterspell. And yeah, he should just counter it and then destroy the...
For sure.
Yeah. Because now he's so much in front and he's used the disenchant.
So here comes the flip.
Yeah. Oof.
Made it.
Yeah. I was thinking, wow, close to not making it. But he did. And then he has a book online.
Yeah. So Jonas really need to draw some colored mana here to get back in the game.
Yeah. And he doesn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always a bit sad to see when games goes like this, I think.
Yeah, we're playing in the top 16 for those who don't know it. So, and he takes 1 damage. Yeah.
And I mean, if Jonas have both lands in his 7, and he's on the draw, and he has a couple of 3-drops. Could be fine to keep, and he was just unlucky.
Yeah.
So they got the Tundra.
Yeah. A time walk.
I think he will let this resolve.
Yeah. It doesn't really do anything. Okay, it gives him one more turn and the opportunity if he draws a land to cast it. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything.
I mean, the only thing could be if he was to setting up a Mind Twist that could not be interacted with. Could be okay to counter, but then again, he's so far ahead on.
Yeah, but we were playing the gentleman rules without the Mind Twist and library, so
That's true.
okay, disenchanting the book. Yeah.
Draw and response.
And hopefully countering. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like this game 1 is over soon. But
Yeah.
He has so much control right now. Wow.
So Storm just needs to find a Suchi.
Yeah, and protecting it.
Yeah. Mm. So you guys in the chat, who are you? Are you rooting for anybody in this matchup, or who do you think will win?
Two disenchants and one sword in the graveyard. Yeah. The underdog, Jonas. Yeah, right now he's the underdog, but I actually think that the Lauterdeck is a really good deck. Wow. Then he gets 4 life. Yes. But normally it's a very fast deck because the lions and the Serendips, yeah. They actually do a good job. And then you have the control package with the counter spells and the power sinks, and then also play with what's it called, Sonic Blast, which means it has good finishers and has very good, yeah.
How many Sonic Blast does it play?
He plays 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another strong aspect of the deck is its transition mode. It can be part aggro, part control.
Yeah. Oh.
I was just waiting to cast it to get the value.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
are you reading? Oh, yeah.
There's no reason to put it out if it can get disenchanted in the turn.
Yeah. No reason
he
for
doesn't
that.
have the counterspell.
Yeah.
And he already used 2 counterspells. I can imagine that's why he also, if he has one in hand, that's why he let the Suchi die to counter more impactful spell and just wait to draw another Suchi.
Yeah, when you have the draw engine on board with the book, then it's better to just keep the control on the most key spells because Okay, now he... What would you get?
Does he play Ancestral?
Yeah, he plays Ancestral. That would, of course, be one of the best cards right now to just draw 3 more cards instantly. The Brain Geyser doesn't do much, so yeah. He's already played the Time Walk. He plays the Time Twister, but then again, he can't really play that now.
No. Can play it next turn, but
yeah,
likely won't resolve.
Yeah.
Do we know how many cards Storm has in hand?
No.
That's the next project, Simon. The monitor.
Yeah.
Okay, that comes the Ancestral.
So he draws a card.
So he needs to break the Lotus to counter it, right?
Yeah. But again, such an impactful card, yeah, I would break the Lotus, no sweat.
Okay, so he drew 3. So he probably didn't get the counterspell.
Yeah. Can you read the chat?
Let me check. Yeah. But I have to click back and forth. I only have one screen.
Okay, yeah. So, Nicola Hearing, I love all Team Tron members, but our rivalry with Halfdane, means I have to vote for Jonas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I respect that. And it's all said in love, so
yeah,
that's awesome.
So here's the second Suchi. So Jonas has the Mox Pearl open.
Yeah. A second book. Yeah.
Simon, how important is that second book here?
Yeah, he only plays the disenchants, so yeah, it's not like I'm not guessing that he drew 2 disenchants because he only has 2 left in the deck. So a second book just for protecting, which means it's on the table because he was tapped out. He couldn't counter, which means yeah, awesomeness. And SRV 1956 says the facial hair is looking good, Nils. Yeah.
So it was important for Jonas to get the Abyss off the board here.
Yeah. Yeah, or else his creatures can't attack him. It's primarily winning on attacking, I guess.
Yeah. Because if he can't get rid of the Abyss, he only has the factories, right?
Yeah. Yes. So yeah. So now we have the lion attacking.
Yeah. So he didn't attack with factory.
And one more lion.
So that probably means he has... Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that means he'll die in like 11 turns. If nothing happens.
Yeah.
So he draws 2 cards.
But Storm is drawing 3 cards
Every turn?
over
Yeah.
2 turns.
Wow.
And he has in his deck the second Abyss, so
Yeah.
I can imagine he's looking for that.
Okay,
Also, he hasn't played any Swords to Plowshares yet, I believe.
Yeah.
So he has 5 answers. So, Storm, if you had the disenchant in your hand here for Storm, would you cast it on the Pearl to deny him mana, or would you wait for the factory activation?
I think I would deny the factory if he tries to attack with it at least.
Yeah.
How many Abyss does Storm play? Yeah, 2 main deck and 1 sideboard, I think. So 3 in all.
Yes. So Storm attacking here, which probably means he has some removal in hand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will lose the race.
Since Jonas is just getting slowly grinded to death, Nikolai will just fire off some questions. Nils, do you have a spicy or spiky brew planned for next Fallen Empire's Doom?
Well, how should I define it? I built my decks so they have in somewhat chance of winning, but it's not like I take whatever I think is best and play that. So, but I want to play with some Fallen Empires cards as well. It's half, I guess. It's probably a very political answer, but
yeah. And I will try to build the best deck there is, so no problems there.
But I don't think it's not a shame to build a spike deck. I just want to get that out there.
Yeah.
It's fine to build a spice deck, but it's no shame in building the best deck you can and try to win.
Yeah. I agree totally, because I'm gonna try something different at least, because I was thinking of either playing Trolls or Mono Black, but I haven't really found out yet which one it's gonna be.
Okay.
So I've actually bought cards for both of the decks, and I'm hoping to play the Hymn.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so in that sense, yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going on here?
That was the 4th
drew all his disenchant.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this matchup, I guess that's quite good.
it turned around a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, double lightning bolt.
Okay, in face.
That's,
then he just wins the game.
With the mana drain back up.
Yeah.
So Storm plays 2 lightning bolt, and he drew also both of them. So
yeah,
on that account, it's fair.
Yeah.
Also with all the card drawing.
Yeah, when playing like an ancestral every turn, that's disgusting.
I would be also surprised if he didn't do anything good.
Yeah.
So many good cards.
Yeah. Let's see. 1-0 for Henrik. And let's see. I can do like this and say... So this is Storm's deck. Oh. We still have the viewer count on top. Okay, I'm going to do something about that. As we can see, it's more or less the traditional deck that he usually runs. But this time he has 1 less lightning bolt than normal. 1 more book and 1 more Tsuchi.
Yeah.
Due to the missing library and the missing mind twists.
Yeah.
And then he plays, as you can see, it's a Drew Tucker, R2D2C3PO.
It's very nice also.
Yeah, and I think that's also a good card to do in main deck because, as we've been discussing, one of the things that we like about the deck is the 2-for-1. Like you cast one Mind Twist and take 2 or 3 or 4 cards from the opponent. The same is with the Dust to Dust. You play 1 Dust to Dust, but take 2 of the opponent's cards out. So
And the Abyss.
yeah, and the Abyss 1 card and takes out several creatures during some turns. But that actually meant that he took 1 out from the sideboard. And what did he put in? That is a very good question. But yeah, so it looks like his deck.
There's also some could be some mind games going on here, knowing the deck list for the players, because
Yeah.
of the City in the Bottles. Jonas has the City in the Bottles, and Storm has the City in Bottles.
Yeah.
But Storm could board maybe 1 in case he needs to tutor for it.
Yeah. In case
But
that he doesn't actually take out his Serendips.
yeah.
So.
And
But I'm guessing that he will take out the Serendips and put in some other things. But he could also try to take the mana base from Storm, because the 4 City of Brass is actually quite important in the deck that actually runs the 4 colors. So
yeah. And Jonas play 3 City in a Bottle. No, City of Brass, I mean.
I can only see 2 on the picture. I think it's a factory, the other one.
Oh, it's a factory.
Yeah.
It's just because it was whiteboarded, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, but I think it is a factory. Yeah.
Okay.
But then again, you mostly play the 2 colors, even though, of course, the Demonic Tutor is black. Yeah.
Mm.
What are the deck's natural predators? Any deck that can play 4 energy fluxes main. That's wow. That is the apex predator against the deck.
Yeah. Probably the ATOG deck as well.
Yeah.
It can be pretty brutal and very fast.
Yeah, because when you play ATOG, you have the Black Vices from the beginning, and then slowly the ATOGs and the lightning bolts and stuff like that. It makes his life total go away quite quickly. So, yeah.
And it forces the deck player to play on their terms, so they have to adapt to another play style.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a viewer count of 22, which means we lost some. But, yeah. I think that's okay. Now we only have 20. I shouldn't have said it.
Maybe it's because people take some breaks when they take some time with the sideboarding and shuffling, and they'll come back.
So very aggressive strategies and less controlled strategies against the deck. Yeah, but we've also seen that when you play very aggressive strategies, that if you don't actually get the last, then the deck will simply just take control, So it has to be a combination of things, I think. Because like a pure white weenie deck wouldn't be able to do it.
No. What about the Lance Edge tax deck? That can also be troublesome, right, Simon?
Yeah, for sure. Because I've been losing to it and also winning against it. Because it's so, I won't say one-sided. It has like this main thing it goes for, and it's really good at that. But
Yeah.
if you disrupt the right things, then it's a very difficult deck to actually. When it loses its momentum, it stalls pretty hard because it doesn't really have that much card draw. So,
Yeah.
in that sense, if you can just stop it from drawing the extra cards, then you're quite safe. Yeah. Counterburn is good against the deck due to the energy fluxes and the shatters in the sideboard. Yeah. The energy fluxes really puts the tempo it to a halt in the deck because it can't really do anything because it has so many mana fixers that are artifacts. So.
But it also depends a lot on the hands, of course, because
Yeah.
sometimes the deck can just go land, 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 and
Yeah, when
and
half of
wait.
your deck is mana, then yeah.
And those the Blood Moon can be devastating, but you play now 4 Suchi and you play the books,
Yeah.
and at a point you played Shivan Dragon as well.
Yeah. Just to try to see what we could do. But then again, I think the Shivan Dragon was not a bad choice, but not the ideal choice.
It's the flavorful choice.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's a nice card to be throwing around. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I actually played it also this month. I cast it once. It was nice.
Yeah, I could imagine. It must
Got
be
to cast
like,
it once.
yeah, just being able to cast that and see your opponent's face. What? It must be like awesome.
So here Jonas has a better start with the 4 blue mana.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when he doesn't have any creatures to do anything with, it's like, what?
Simon, what do you think of this disenchant? It's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I like it.
no. And now the lion comes. Yeah,
Wait, did Storm miss his land drop?
yeah,
Okay, so that's why he played it not to discard. Makes sense.
yeah,
So he drew Factory for turn.
yeah. And he's one turn behind because of the time walk, right?
Oh, there was a time walk. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah. So.
So Storm is missing that critical second blue mana.
Yeah. And now, do you? No, you don't want to lose the mana, so you just take the damage, right?
Yeah, I think he waits. He has time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I must say, Jonas doesn't really do anything. I had suspected that he would be a little bit faster, to be honest.
so was this an end of turn sorts?
I think it must be because he took the 2 damage.
Okay. I think that's a good play because if he kept the Serendips in, he would wait to get that if he had them.
Yeah.
But it's also it can be dangerous with the Lions because some games the Lions can steal 6-8 life,
Yeah.
and then you don't need much.
Yeah, it's like a lightning bolt on crack sometimes.
So he has 5 mana now, so he'll probably attempt to cast a Sarah Angel. Could imagine. He has 3 in the deck now.
Yeah, I think he sideboarded one of those in at least.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Sarah Angel. No.
Very good.
Brain Geyser. Draw 3
That's
cards.
nice.
Yeah,
From
the
three
Storm
cards.
can't really. Okay, he has a red blast, maybe. I think that would be a good time to do him thing, but
Okay, so he gets to draw the 3. They both draw 3 cards.
yeah,
So that's a good thing for the match.
yeah. And he still throws a lot of mana on the table. That's nice.
Yeah. That means we won't see an energy flux coming soon.
Yeah. So now he has the second blue.
Yeah. And Jonas has 5 cards, you can see.
Yeah.
Featherstone.
Yeah. Neither of them plays with energy
Time
flux.
Warp? Yeah, Time Warp.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. Do you think he actually took in the 2 control magics against Henrik?
He could take 1 in, at least.
Yeah.
Because it's not only does it steal the Suchis, it also makes the distance chance better in that he don't need to target the Suchis with them.
Yeah.
And he can save the swords for the factories.
Yeah.
What is it here? 2 mana. Okay. So Storm will probably try to counter this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he can counter
counters
back.
back. Yes. I'm guessing that hurt.
Lion?
Yeah.
Yes. Simon, is it better to play the Divine Offering here and then count it, or do it in his upkeep and make Storm will get the extra card, but he will be tapped out for turn, which means a sort of a time walk? What do you think?
I would never give him the extra card, even though that it actually he doesn't really do anything in that turn. But no,
Okay.
If I had anything good on the table, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you have
Yeah.
more board control,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. One more, Suchi. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Suchi Abyss.
Yeah. Now he's playing 4 Suchi, which means, yeah, he should be able to draw them even more than he did before. But he's notoriously known for drawing into Suchis, even though playing 3 only.
Yeah. So here, Stone decided to have the 2 Tundras on top, representing another counterspell,
Yeah.
instead of having the factories to present another blocker in case his Suchi gods targeted by Divine Offering, which is the case here, and he had the counterspell.
Wow. And one more line. Swords to Plowshares.
So if Jonas has played the swords first, it would have countered, which means he could have disenchanted and prevented Storm from getting the 4 extra life.
Yeah.
Which is also important.
Yeah.
Okay, he has. There it is. Yes.
Wow. And then he
He
has
needs to
the
count
abyss.
it if he has one.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh.
Okay.
That hurts.
So bye to the lion.
Yeah. And welcome, Lauterdeck.
And now Storm, if he wants, he can attack for 6 every turn.
Yeah. How many cards does Jonas have in hand?
And he has 3 cards, so okay. He has the disenchant.
For the abyss, yeah.
He just drew that. Yeah, I think he would tap the white mana out last turn, right? Because he played both swords and disenchant.
Yeah.
So that was a bit unfortunately for him.
Oof. Then I put more. Yeah. These 4-drop silver bullets, they're crazy.
Yeah. But here, maybe I would tap the blue mana and then get in for 2 damage. Right?
Yeah. Are we thinking that he has control now? Because if we think he has control, then of course he should attack.
Power sink. Okay. That's fine. He answered my question.
Yeah.
Is that the 3rd counterspell?
I think it is, yeah.
So he has 1 card left, Jonas. And he used his brain guys already.
Yeah.
So it looked like he's in top deck mode. So coming for 1 and pumping.
So 3 damage. Okay. Then he gets his own factory.
Yeah.
Then he draws a card. And then we're back again.
So he'll attack the same way.
Yeah.
And he can't block because it'll just
die. Yeah. So now he's down to 20. Oh. Yeah, there we have the white bordered factory. So
yeah. So now he can make a 4/4 factory Jonas to trade if he wants.
Yeah. But then let's see how many cards Storm has in hand.
I can't see it because it's in a pile.
Yeah.
It's fixed. So you keep attacking here if you're Storm, right? Or...
No. Now you have to take control.
Okay.
Depending on if you have the disenchant or the swords of plowshares, of course, then you can just use the removal, but I would be careful with attacking with him now because he has the 2 factories on his side, Jonas. So
yeah, and 1 card also on hand.
Yeah. Yeah, because what could it be?
Okay, so he attacks, so it's probably, as you say, he has some kind of answer.
Yeah, he must have some kind of artifact removal. Yeah. I'm not sure he keeps in the swords to plowshares, but wow, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So Jonas probably didn't want to animate because he wants to wait to draw a counterspell for the swords to disenchant, so he can have to trade.
Yeah.
But as the time goes, Storm will draw more card, and he will eventually find more answers.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, it's difficult to say what's the way to go forwards for Jonas in this case because we don't know what the card is, but Storm paying life to draw cards, that seems like a good plan though.
Yeah. Yeah, he has plenty of life.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Because he gained life from the swords.
Yeah. Does he then send? No, he takes that one.
Another Filwar.
Yeah. So 1 creature for attacking. And faking that he can make it a 4/4, just to make him make his into a creature and then remove it, I think.
Mm.
And when there's no blocks, of course he makes it a 4/4.
Yeah. Okay. I would probably let this resolve.
Yeah, because the opponent will take 2 damage.
Yeah. And it doesn't change the game significantly because he still has control with the book.
Yeah.
And he can keep attacking with the next factory if he has the answer, the swords or the disenchant.
Yeah.
So he can keep attacking.
Would you take the 2 damage to draw a card now?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Greedy as fuck.
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
I'll probably take 3 or 4 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, simply draw those cards.
Yeah. Storms agree.
Yeah. For you watching, now I've put the viewer count, and we have the chats. Oh, the 4th factory, yeah. So yeah, we have the chat, we have the viewer count, we have the rules, we have the names, we have the teams, we have the score. I'm not really sure I can do the live because that would require too much from me, but as long as people use this dice we can see like here, then I don't think it's a problem. But what else do I need on the Twitch? What do you guys want? And not no Simon, that would be hurtful, but yeah. What do you guys want? Should the music be the next thing we do, or
we could have some between sideboarding and shuffling, I guess, to keep people not for leaving.
Yeah, but there I actually show a picture of the decks and we discuss them.
Yeah, that's true. I like that as well when I'm viewing.
Yeah. And then he brings back something from the dead. 1, 2, 3
What's
cards.
The 3.
Yeah. And Jonas doesn't have the counterspell. He just says, okay, please do. Wow.
I think this could be game.
Yeah. I think Alban is not very proud to see this game, to be honest.
Double, triple counterspell.
Wow.
That's brutal.
1, 2, 3. What's the source? Yeah, so he
Oh.
had a lot of things for the.
He's discarding all his answers to
Yeah.
the factory.
Yeah. But he probably has more answers in hand, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. But let's see if they come attacking. That could be nice, though. Tap 2 mana to make them into creatures.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
He's testing.
Yeah, just to see, did he throw everything away? He did. He did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I have never played the deck, so I don't have all the lines.
No, but I think that when you have the 3 factories on the table, then yeah.
And now he can even let the Suchi trade.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Doesn't he need to pay a 4th mana?
Yeah, he probably do. Otherwise, that's not correct. Can you tell him?
No, because we're muted. So
Okay.
if we did the Discord thing, then I could just jump in and say something.
That's right.
But now I can't actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Maybe there's a Mox somewhere.
Mox or something underneath, but I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
No. We can tell him after the match.
Yeah.
He has 3 mana untapped at the end of Jonas's turn, and Jonas didn't cast anything.
Yeah.
So it probably didn't mean anything, but still, it's good to be aware to tap correctly and.
Yeah.
4 mana. Now he played.
Now he paid correctly for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he at least knows what it costs.
Yeah. But everybody can make mistakes, so.
Yeah. That's.
Okay, he did keep in the surrenders. That's interesting. Simon, did the viewer count go up again?
Yeah, we are back at 28 now, so.
Okay.
So that's really nice. But let's see. Should he just counter or draw a card? He draws a card and then shouldn't he counter?
No, because it will die too if it blocks the Suchi.
Yeah.
But here I would just say go for Storm and not attack with anything, because he will die in 10 turns, Jonas.
Yeah.
And if Jonas choose to attack with the Storm, Storm can attack back for 10 damage. Oh. He answered our question again.
Yeah. And then he has counter backup?
Yeah, he still has those 3 counter spells.
Yeah. Oh. And now he's pressing his luck. Yeah, okay, he has still 2 counters.
That's the 3rd or maybe 4th Suchi, I believe. Yeah. Strong.
Yeah. I'll say this, I think the Suchis are doing a really good job when there's 4 of them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll do the music next, because then you can have it directly with Spotify, and then you can have a track showing which song it is, and just play it like slow. So there isn't this silence.
So taking for 8, that will put Jonas to 1 life.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do anything.
Do you think he kept in the lightning bolts? Or do you think he sideboarded them out?
So it looks like he's scooping.
Yeah.
Oh, Storm also has the mana drain.
Wow.
Right. 2-0 for Storm.
2-0 for Storm. If anybody has any questions for them, please write them in the chat now, because then we can ask them when they actually... do I put there? I don't know.
Jamen altså, det dårlige for mig, det er jo en mirror, kan man sige, på nogle områder, hvor
So let's see if they can hear us.
Hvad hedder det?
Or if they actually forget to do it.
Og de spiller ikke med, hvad hedder det, måske ikke
well,
fordi det
can write him.
Recall, og altså har flere ressourcer, end jeg har. Nej. Lige præcis. Og så kan man sige, inden sideboard, så de der hurtige branddæks, de kan også være rigtig, rigtig dårlige matchups for mig. Og så også noget med og så også artifact decks.
So it looks like Storm did bought in a single City bottle, or he's just looking through his...
Yeah.
He's taking out his
sideboard cards, yeah.
Now.
Ja, men det er fordi, jeg har det ikke så godt. Ja, man kan sige, mit dæk, den bygger jo selv...
That's also a thing I discussed with Storm. Just if the opponent knows you have City in a bottle and they take them out, they already have the effect by removing, even if you don't cast them.
Så det er hovedsageligt, altså sideboard, det er det, der er ind imod dig. Jeg vidste ikke.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Took in those 4.
Yeah. Can you guys hear us?
Jeg tog faktisk en disenchant ud, og en dust to dust, og en mox og et land. Ja. Og så tænkte jeg jeg tog en grønne mox ud, og så en City of Brass. Fordi hvis jeg alligevel spiller den her, så er min City of Brass til gode selv. Så, og jeg har så meget mana, at det kan det godt klare. Ja. Så det er fordi, jeg havde regnet med det.
Storm took out the City of Brass, the Mox Emerald, the Dust to Dust, and I think the Disenchant. Those 4 cards.
Men det gjorde du ikke.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Ja. Ja.
Okay, Jonas. One that plays vintage with you, Niels. SRV 1956.
Nej, de var der heller ikke.
Ja.
Nej, det gjorde jeg faktisk ikke. Jeg så lige nu her, da vi var færdige.
John Geras? Eller Jonas Geras? Depending on if he's Danish or American.
He's from my American team.
Yeah.
He's a really great guy.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in.
And we can't actually hear what they're talking about, but yeah.
Oh, I unmuted them so I can hear him.
Okay.
Ja, men du har bare flere counterspil, som jeg har. Du har flere counters, end jeg har, kan jeg se. Ja, okay. Ja, men man kan sige, du vil jo bruge den
Yeah.
som en suchis. Så,
But very nice. It's nice to have also vintage players come in, because I think I also been playing vintage for a long time, and I really love playing vintage. But in a sense, coming into this old school is like coming back to the roots, and like
sørge for, at du
it's
kommer
just
af
so
med den had.
nice, and yeah,
Og så vil
I
jeg også
really
have
like it.
mine bøger. Altså,
Ja.
jeg vil hellere have mine bøger.
And only having these around like 900 cards to choose from also gives like a certain creativity. So
Så er det ikke sikkert, du havde dine bøger. Så det var lidt
And even though it's more simple in a way, it also makes it makes it better in some ways, because you don't have all kind of crazy shenanigans going on.
yeah,
And also there are room for brewing and playing different kind of decks.
Men
yeah. I still think there's a lot of opportunities for making these very interesting decks, and I'm quite sure that the format hasn't been broken completely yet, so there will be some new interesting decks coming around.
Ja.
På grund af lyn. Normalt så spiller jeg kun 3 suchis og 3 lyn. Fordi så har du lige pludselig sådan, at du kan presse modstanderen, hvis det nu har et
Okay.
med, hvad hedder det, City of Brass, og måske Smitten Surrender, du har lagt en Abyss og sådan noget. Så er han måske nede på en 15 liv eller sådan noget, ikke? Og så giver sådan et par lyn og...
So there wasn't
måske meget skade.
other questions for the players.
Ja, og jeg tror, de gerne vil med ind i samtalen. Vi trykker, kan vi lige trykke? Ja. Hej Simon.
Hi, Henrik.
Hej. Sådan.
Okay.
Come here.
If it's okay, we would like to do some interviewing with you guys.
Ja, sure.
And what about you, Jonas?
En gang til, Simon. Jeg skulle lige skrue op for dig.
Would you be up for a small interview with you guys?
I kind of have to get up really early.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe if you can just interview Henrik, would that be okay?
Yeah. No problem. But very nice seeing the match. And yeah, sad that the Alban deck didn't go further, but yeah, a very nice match.
It was fun trying it. It was the first time I played it.
Yeah, I really like it. That's also why I had Alban in here in the studio to talk about the deck, because yeah, I really think it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, right. I gotta go. So.
Okay.
Ses,
Tak.
Jonas. Og tak for kampen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a nice one. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
And now all the names are wrong, but I guess we can still see each other somehow.
Ja.
Tillykke med sejren, Storm.
Jo, tak. Tak,
Godt
Niels.
spil.
Yeah, he was also unlucky the first match with getting mana screwed. So
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate how the games can develop like that, but it's part of the game. It happens.
yeah, and he had to mulligan both games, so that's also so tough. But yeah.
So Storm, we have to point out in the last game, when you played one of the suchis, you only paid 3 mana for it, but it didn't make any difference for the games.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the turn, you still had 3 mana untapped, so
Yeah.
it can happen.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem.
But
Yeah. There wasn't any questions, so yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're ready for the top 8. That's very nice.
Yeah, and I actually think that it's very how do you say, great that Jonas actually came to the top 16. He said that he hadn't played with sideboarding and stuff like that for so long. I think it was a year, and he just built Alban's deck. So yeah, I think it's really cool. He made it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually quite nervous playing against that kind of deck because I know it's a tough matchup for me, and I knew that a lot of my artifact hate wouldn't do anything, and I also think it's tough to sideboard against because I don't know if he
Yeah.
takes the Serendipes out or he keeps them in. And I played one lightning bolt less than I'm used to, so yeah. But yeah, it worked out to my benefit, but it could easily have gone the other way. I think.
But you still had it was very nice. You still had both of them for lethal in game 1.
Yeah. That
We were
was
talking about that. Jonas, he played all his 4 disenchants, and you had
Yeah.
both the bolts.
Yeah, I knew I had to keep them as long as possible, and because I had so much life, so I think that the most important thing was to just keep my counterspell when I wanted to go for the move, because he could also have another Swords to Plowshare and just swords one of his Savannah Lions and stuff like that, and and stayed alive. So I just wanted to make sure that he lost that he didn't have any mana. So that was sure. And I had the book and I had the factories still to protect myself.
Yeah.
So,
You also drew all the 4 factories in the second game, and the switches for 3 or 4.
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I sideboarded. No, I didn't sideboard any out. I think. What did I sideboard out? I sideboarded a Mox, a land, and a Disenchant and a Dust to Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kept the 4 switches.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Just because I knew he had so much artifact hate, so I just wanted to make sure that I would have my factories late game and just make him use all his hate on all the other stuff.
Yeah.
That was the strategy or the game plan. Yeah.
Storm, can you remember your opening hand in game 2?
Yeah, I had 2 factories, one Tundra, a counterspell, and I had a disenchant. I had 2 factories, Tundra, 2 counterspells, and a disenchant. And I think the last one was. What was the last one? I can't remember the last one, but
Did you have
think
the
I
recall?
drew. No, I didn't have the recall, but I drew it. I think the first card I draw. So yeah, I can see Nils is okay. Now he's back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I drew the ancestor recall the second turn or first turn. So I just sat and was waiting until he made a move and just hoped to be able to pull it off. And I think that I kept it. Yeah, I had the abyss. It was the abyss. So my plan was just to, if he had some Savannah Lions, I would maybe buy some time with the factories and just hoping that I saw he only played 3 Moxes and the Lotus and Soul Ring. So I was and he said he wanted to mulligan, so I knew he was behind. So I just gambled and thought, well, okay, if I can get the Abyss down in turn 4, that would be fine. And then I drew the Ancestor Recall, and I just hoped that he would tap out because I couldn't counter. And then he played the Brain Geyser, and then I got my mana with the Ancestral. So
Yeah.
and then I could counter and play the Abyss. So that was just fine.
Yeah. And then we have a question, or maybe a question. What's happening on your playmat, Henrik?
I don't think anything's happening. What do you mean?
I think the artwork is what he was wondering about.
Oh, okay. So I actually, I don't know if this is the right way. So I actually always include in every playmat I make, I actually include the Chaos Orb as much as possible, and then my favorite card, the Triskelion, and I just knew I wanted to do some of my favorite cards. So, and I also think that Guardian Beast and Chaos Orb are friends, and then I just wanted to put as much in as possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Very
the only
nice.
thing that's not a magic card, it's Gollum in the card with all the jewelry, and that's because of Nils. But that's another story.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
And did you paint it yourself?
yeah, I painted it myself. This is actually the first playmat I ever did with the full paint. I actually done some just with a black marker for Nils. I think he has a couple of them, and
Yes.
then I just started from there, and yeah, and it developed from there. So
Yeah, because it's actually my old playmat, Storm. We traded for
yeah,
one where you drew some sketches.
yeah, I did. So so this is actually the first playmat I did, and yeah, I've done a few since, but yeah, yeah, but I
Very
made it
nice.
myself.
Yeah. And then we don't have any more questions, except he says, mad respect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then I just want to say good night to everybody. And
Yeah.
I'll
Good
see
night.
you guys around another time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to streaming the top 8 match. That'll be nice. And if anybody else from the top 16 wants to have a match streamed, they can of course contact me, and I would love to do it. But yeah, thank you for tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.